today's video, I'm going to tell you my experience with getting a laser facial. Before I get into the laser facial that I got, I want to just put out my disclaimer and my philosophy on skincare in general so you can kind of just understand where I'm coming from. For me, I am more of a cosmetic procedure person and then simple natural routes and methods. When it comes to actual products putting on your skin, I kind of am under the philosophy that less is more. I'd rather focus on eating really well than investing in procedures that they might have a higher price tag up front, but I think they save me money in the long run and then they actually work. I know it sounds contradictory that less is more, considering I'm doing something like a laser treatment, which seems really high maintenance, but I would rather invest my money in something that's scientifically backed and proven to work than just buying hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of products that, unfortunately for me, they just made my skin worse. So I focus on eating healthy, eating right, and then here and there investing in some kind of cosmetic procedure that I think is actually going to make a difference and is going to be worth my time and my money. So let's talk about why I wanted to get a laser facial done. I'm in my 30s and I've developed sunspots. It's just something that happens as you get older. You're more prone to getting sunspots. So as a maintenance procedure, I wanted to target sunspots on my face and try and just clear it up and get my skin a little bit brighter. Target it before it gets too bad or too many, and just maintain my skin. Here are my before photos, okay? Do you see kind of up around my cheekbone in this photo? There's all those little spots and it kind of trickles in underneath my eye as well. Those are what I wanted to target on. Also the pores. My nose tends to be kind of the worst spot for pores for me. I didn't want them to treat my nose too much because I do like the freckles. And then you can see up on my forehead here, more of those little sunspots. In this picture over here, this is the other side of my face. You could see I have still some of those sunspots around the cheek, redness, and some acne scars. So I ended up getting a combination of 2 lasers in one session. I did non-ablative lasers, and I actually have a diagram on this that I'm gonna pull up because I think it explains it a lot better. So here's the diagram. You see full field ablative resurfacing. This came from Glow Day. Little diagram, thanks Glow Day. So full ablative completely obliterates the outer layer of your skin. As you can see in the photo, it removes that top layer. It is more painful and there's a lot more downtime with this laser. So then look at picture 2. Non-ablative lasers heat up the skin, not like a Morpheus or a Thermage or anything like that that actually hits the fat in your skin. You won't lose fat from a non-ablative laser. That was something that I was worried about. It's a light pulse that heats up the underlayer of the skin to target pigmentation, bring it to the surface, scab it, and then get rid of it. That's what I ended up doing because this was my first time doing a laser procedure. I didn't want to do something too aggressive. What I ended up getting is this non-ablative fractional laser. So it is said that for the treatment that I got, it's better to go in for multiple sessions, up to 3 sessions, because not every part of the skin is being hit that first time around with the laser. Energy from the fractional laser goes into the skin, heats it up, helps to rebuild and stimulate collagen production. So the time period of your results, you're still going to see results as time goes on, as your skin is rebuilding collagen. A specific laser is called the Lutronic CO2 non-ablative laser. I got that. They did that and focused that kind of around my nose, being careful not to affect too much of my freckles to help with pore size. And that one was a little bit more intense. I could kind of feel my skin smoking a little bit, you know. They only did the CO2 in this spot right here because this is where my pores tend to be the largest. And then the other laser that they actually did all around my face is the Picosure non-ablative laser, and that works for age spots, freckles, sun damage, and a little bit of fine lines and wrinkles as well. So that laser was more for the pigmentation issues. So before going into the laser, we had to do this numbing cream on the face. So this is me, you know, getting my little numb on. They let that sit on the face for like 30 minutes and it numbs your face, and that way you can't feel the laser as much or as intensely. And I guess it really did its job, because to be honest, it really did not hurt at all. I was just like laying there and they put the laser all over my face and I was like, is that really it? Like, I was like, oh, this is not painful at all. After you get your little treatment on, they put this cooling mask on you. I was dead. I was like, oh my god, I look like Silence of the Lambs. So these pictures here are right after I got home. You can see my skin's like red, but it's not that bad. I mean, I thought it was going to be a lot worse. So this treatment's pretty gentle, but you can see all of these spots on my face that were targeted and that got hit. So you can see my freckles, they really left them alone on my nose. I really didn't want to get rid of my freckles. But you see the little red spots, that's the coloration being pulled to the surface of my skin, and scabbing. So all of these spots were hit by the laser and are starting to scab, and then they are going to fall off. So this is immediately what I looked like right after I got home. I took a shower. I kind of slacked off, showy, and then I didn't take another picture up until today, which is day 8. This is 8 days out of the laser facial, and this is my skin now. I took these pictures because I don't think this video is an accurate representation of my skin. I think it looks a lot better. Obviously I put on makeup and I have on a light. So I wanted to show photos instead, because I think photos with no editing or anything, because I think it gives you a better visual of what my skin really looks like. You can see the pores and stuff. So this is my skin after. You can see, look, it is not perfect, okay? It's not. But do I feel comfortable enough to throw on some sunblock and, you know, go out with no makeup? Yeah. So this is my skin afterwards, completely healed from the laser. I mean, it's still gonna get a little bit better. I think probably I would give it maybe like a month total. As the collagen rebuilds under my skin, it might get a little bit more supple, might get a little bit more plump, but I don't know that it's going to help in terms of any more discoloration or pore size, you know? So I think this is pretty much a safe result. So I just want to do a before and after side by side, because I mean, I think it's a big deal. The coloring, the lighting is a little different in the photos, but so you can see, like, even in the forehead, I mean, I still have spots. But I think it looks a lot better and a lot clearer than it did going in. So personally, I think that getting a non-ablative laser was worth it. I'm happy with my results. Of course, it's not perfect. Nothing ever is. Please leave your comments. Please leave your questions. It's super helpful. Other people get to read it and they get to learn as well. Also, share your tips. Like, what lasers have you used? Have you ever used a laser? Would you consider it? Etc., etc. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much.